Well, hello there. Can we just admire for a second this gorgeous thing behind me? Yeah, if you haven't watched last video, the new junglarium is finished, it is complete, but today it will be all about tarantulas, about these 4 brand new tarantulas. A Hungarian friend of mine came to vacation in Croatia, and as he was passing by, he stopped here in my town, Koprivnica. He stopped to check out the dark den, and he also brought me these 4 tarantulas. His name is Zoltan, and he is breeder and seller of tarantulas. His company is Body Brothers, and you can of course see him at Hungarian expos and in German expos and some other close expos near the Hungary, I guess. But anyway, as he planned to stop by, he asked me if I want him to bring me something, some tarantulas, and I did ask for this particular tarantula. This actually used to be my favorite tarantulas, and I was dreaming about it back in the old days in my apartment. I was dreaming about owning this tarantula one day, but at that time they were super expensive and unattainable for me. And later, as my channel has grown, I received this species as a gift from Spider's World, you know, from Poland, but unfortunately he turned out to be a male, so I don't have this species for the last couple of years. So I think it is really fitting to once again have a sling of this species. I also asked for this male, although Zoltan told me that he's really old and he will probably die anytime now. Therefore we will try to breed him now with my female, and we will see where it will go, but it is a specific situation. He also brought me this mature male, acanthoscurria geniculata, even though I don't have a female, and I said that I don't have a female, but he got a ton of mature males of this species, and he said, whatever, just deal with it. And last thing, one tiny tarantula baby, a species that I already have, but he personally bred it and wanted me to have it. Anyway, I want to start with the actual sexy time, and we will see where we will go from there, depending on how that will end up. The species is psalmopoeus irminia, and if you remember, if you have a good memory and you watch my videos often, not a very long time ago we actually attempted to breed her, but unfortunately she turned the male into a meal like instantly. She didn't even consider him as an option. But I'm really hoping for a different outcome this time. And the female is somewhere inside. She molted couple of months ago, so she's relatively fresh. She should be well fed, and I think that we actually fed her in last feeding video. So all that we need now is for this guy to perform well. You see, he's currently looking like a ball of feet. There is his abdomen, really tiny. So I hope he will be able to stretch and perform normally. Should we poke him just a little bit to get him to stretch? I mean, not poke, but a gentle touch. Oh. Yeah, you can definitely tell that he's really old. So does he have enough energy for one final tango? That is the real question. Ooh. Okay, don't do the same mistake like last guy. Don't do the same mistake. Start drumming first. Okay, but I think that he is shaking, and this is actually looking, I think, all right. Man, come on, stop a little bit. Just stop and shake, drum, do something like that, or you will just become a meal. Is he going inside of... Man, it is so anxious to look at this. But since female still didn't grab him, I would say that that is a good sign. She grabbed last male when he just approached the edge of the cork bark. And he is now all the way inside. You can... What the hell? I need to see what is happening inside. Where is that female? She still didn't grab him. He's all the way inside. You see how deep he is? And he's moving something. Oh. Are they coming out? I'm pretty sure that if she's interested, they will come outside and do their business outside. That is at least how it usually goes. Still alive, still breathing. And this is some shakes for sure, but he seemed shaky from the start. Ooh, alright, something is going on definitely. Okay, are you coming out? No, not really. And now I can no longer see him. Ooh. Yeah, just go out, please. Come outside so we can see what is going on. Please. If only we could see down there Yeah, I still cannot see the female at all. But I see that he's shaking and wiggling, so something is definitely going on down there. He's just going down, down, down. Look at this camera setup. Who needs a tripod, right? What is going on down there? I can't really figure it out. I only see him. I cannot figure out where's the female. At least on this display it is just too small. Let me see it with my eyes. Ooh, some movement, some movement. See? I think that there's a female behind him. Or is there? Honestly, I never witnessed a pairing like this. Soon I will need to leave because I need to pick up Erika from the daycare. I kinda miscalculated this thing. If you're wondering about the real time, 30 minutes have actually passed since he went into her hide. But of course you are getting a super short version of that. I'm gonna grab a tripod. There we go. Now if I need to leave, I can just leave it like this. And just as I was about to leave, he came out of her hide and walked a bit around the enclosure, so I changed camera angle and left. He spent some time on the substrate, went for another stroll and got back inside of her hide, and then all of a sudden the female's back leg appeared for a brief moment. It went silent after that, and when I came back I moved the camera again, expecting that she grabbed the male and that she would come outside with him. But all that was visible were just her legs again. There has been a weird turn of events. The female actually didn't eat the male, but unfortunately he's not alive. Look, he's clumped up over there in the corner, and here is female smolt. So this is the reason why the female didn't eat him in the first place. I mean, why he was allowed to just walk into her hide. That was a weird thing for me, because usually a female will come outside even if the female doesn't want to pair with him. She would come outside and eat him, and if she wants to pair with him, she would again come outside and pair with him. So I was really confused why he was able to just go inside of her hide like that and go all the way down, and now we know the reason. The female was either freshly molting, or she was maybe even molting as we introduced the male. So this was really unlucky timing. And you see, for Irminia, she's decently sized. If she was freshly molted and didn't want to breed with him, maybe he just bit him and that is why he died. Let's do the crime scene investigation. I'm just sad that I turned off the camera thinking that she ate him, and if I just let the camera roll during the night, we would see the male coming out and also female coming out carrying her molt. So I don't really see any bite marks. Usually they would have a bite mark on their carapace or abdomen, but yeah, it seems that he just died from natural causes. But it was definitely obvious that he was on the last leg. I'm really sad that he didn't go out with a bang. And the reason why he died here in this corner, you see that this corner is actually moist, so he was attracted by the humidity. Oh well, better luck next time, right? I will go to Verona Reptiles Expo in October in Italy, so over there I will look for another male. And honestly, I'm kind of confused because I was almost 100% certain that she molted like a couple of months ago and that she was relatively fresh, but obviously she didn't molt a couple of months. So this shows you how memory is not good. This is an empty enclosure. I used to have a psalmopoeus mascara. I think mascara was inside. Also a male, so we will just move the substrate back a little bit. I need to grab one cork bark hide. Something like this one, although it is of course too big, so we will need to cut it in half. And the scalpel is not the most ideal tool for this, but it is the only thing that I have here. Everything else is in the garage. But we will get through it, don't worry. There. And I'm really not a fan of straight cut like this. So what I usually do, I will try to break the edge a little bit. Best thing for that are pliers, but guess what? They are in the garage. You see, now we got a lot of irregularities. So it looks better for sure. Nature is random. That is usually the case. I won't do anything special, I'll just put it somewhere inside, because this enclosure will be for this little big guy. The acanthoscurria geniculata. And I'm wondering, you know, females are usually super feisty, and I wouldn't really risk it by handling them, but males are maybe a different story. Let's see. Hello, guy. Unfortunately, there is no girl for you, so yeah, you will just hang in here in a nice glass enclosure. Yeah, feel free to stretch your legs. Let me see how big you are. Oh, he didn't like that touch, huh? Get your filthy hands away from me, you filthy human. Oof. He's throwing hairs. I don't like hairs. They are really itchy. Can I maybe change your mind? And because of those hairs, I didn't want to poke him, but it seems I will get haired regardless. Come on, you really don't want to go out of there, huh? It is small and cramped. Why do you want to stay inside? This is so funny. Stop with the hair kicking. He is really committed. This will be my last attempt. I just want you to see how big the guy is. Oh, yeah. There we go. And yeah, I'm already feeling itchy. You cannot escape those hairs. But check out those boxing gloves, you see? The pedipalps on the tip of his pedipalps that male tarantula uses to penetrate the female. That is why they look so swollen if you compare them with a normal tarantula. Only mature male tarantulas got those, in case you don't know. Okay, you can go in your new enclosure. There we go. And currently inside it is really dry, so we will need to spray it a lot. This enclosure was empty for past 3 or 4 months, so of course that it is dry. I don't really remember when was the last time I handled a tarantula. What is interesting the most, come on, stop, no. I barely got you out of your tiny enclosure and now you already want to escape, stop. It is interesting how you can feel their tiny hooks, how you can feel them catching onto your skin and poking you a little bit. What will I do with you now, buddy, huh? I guess I will just need to get a female for you, huh? Yeah, we will see about that. Acanthoscurria geniculata is one of those tarantula species that you kinda need to have if you have a tarantula collection. So maybe I should get one, although I'm trying to reduce the number of tarantulas that I have. Oh man. Let's now rehouse the prize jewel. I'm curious to see if their blue coloration will be visible. Oh, if I I will pull everything out if I remove the lid because of the web. Okay, let's try it again. There it is. Unfortunately, blue coloration is not visible. So I guess a couple of molds are needed, and I don't remember when the one that I used to have, when he received his blue coloration. But did I even mention which species this is? This is chilobrachys species Electric Blue, and it was actually described a couple of years ago. I don't really know when, but this is now their actual scientific name. Can I pronounce it? Chilobrachys natanicharum. Let's set up the enclosure. This species was brought into the hobby right around the time when I entered the hobby. So at that time it was super expensive and everybody wanted them, and I was drooling about it. I was looking at the pictures and I still remember how I was dreaming of owning it one day, and now they are now actually super cheap, only 11 euros, nothing. But still I feel like it is some rare and expensive tarantula species. This is a starter burrow. Well, kinda a starter burrow, and this should be the spot where she will start her burrow. Although they don't always listen, and as you know, chilobrachys species, they web a lot, so if you put a lot of twigs and anchoring points, I will show you how a chilobrachys that we recently rehoused, how she transformed her enclosure. But since this won't be her permanent enclosure, I will just set it up like this. Just the simplest setup, and we will see how easy this will be, because you know, chilobrachys species, they are fast and they tend to bolt in the wrong direction, so I will try to get her to move where she should actually go. Just a little pokey poke. And a little bit more. And I will prepare the catch cup. Oh, a little bit of blue can be spotted. Look, actually quite a lot, to be honest. Sweet, I didn't expect that. Which is not an easy task. Maybe I should just drop this entire substrate, huh? Oh, yes. Ooh, she will bolt, right? Are you planning to bolt? No? Yank. Now, unfortunately, her pre-made burrow is buried, so let me see if we can do something about it. Alright, that is it. I would say a successful rehouse. And by the way, when you look at her like this, she really looks like a regular brown chilobrachys, nothing special. And then when she raises her hands, her legs, then it is special. And that is it. And now let me just show you. We won't be rehousing this one because it is tiny, but let me show you this tarantula. Scientific name used to be Pterinopelma sazimai, but now I don't remember which one is it. You see the legs down there? A lot of names changed and I'm really a bit out of the loop, to be honest. I will drop inside one lateralis roach to see if we can get a tiny feeding. Oh, maybe the lateralis roach is a bit too big. Yeah, that could be the case. She is not even reacting. It seems that we will need to stick with the flies. I got the roach out just in case. And I accidentally exposed the tarantula, so look how tiny it is. Compare her with my pinky finger. She's so tiny. If you're wondering how quickly they grow, so I received Pterinopelma sazimai 9 years ago from my friend. That was the approximate size, maybe a bit bigger. And now she looks like not even close of being an adult tarantula. So yeah, in 10 years you'll get a tarantula like this. And let me show you what a chilobrachys did to her enclosure. So this is how this enclosure used to look. You see? Before she webbed anything and when we introduced her there. And this is how the enclosure looks now. Significant difference, right? You see those anchoring points? They are all webbed up and used. And we have a nice hole acting as her hide. Really cool stuff. So if you have a chilobrachys species, consider doing this. All of them will usually do that. And if you don't provide them with anchoring points, you see they cannot really make an enclosure like this. I wanted this one to create a burrow, but for some reason she decided not to do that, and now she just lives like this. So yeah. And before we end this video, let's admire the junglarium just a little bit. Glorious enclosure, glorious. I'm glad that all of you that watched last video that you really enjoyed it and that you are hyped for the enclosure. Yeah, looking good. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page and also a web shop page with merch and enclosures. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and sometimes we live stream on Sunday, so see you again really soon. Bye.